Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I am your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We are coming to you from Nashville Restaurant Transformation Festival. Restaurant 365 has put on their national conference, and I'm here to talk to Dylan about restaurant technologies. I'm really excited, Dylan, because I need to learn more. You guys service 45,000 restaurants.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, what do you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So our flagship product is called Total Oil Management. Basically, we automate the entire process of handling fresh and used cooking oil. So how we do that, we put tanks in a restaurant, inside or outside, run lines directly to a fryer. And basically, by the push of a button, you can fill up your fryer with fresh oil, cook all your delicious food, and when you're done, push another button, away goes the used oil. We come and collect it and deliver fresh at the same time.
Come on.
Yeah, that
Seriously?
easy. Push of a button.
That's amazing. How long has restaurant technology been around?
Yeah, so we've been around since the mid-90s. So we've grown over the years, added a few additional products throughout the way. A few other key things we do. We have a program called FFM, Fryer Filtration Monitoring, so we can actually put technology on your fryers to see if you're adhering to SOPs around filtering the oil, extending the life of it, making sure that you're delivering the best possible food to your guests.
That's amazing. How many employees does Restaurant Technologies have?
Sure. We're about 1,600 employees across the
1,600 employees?
1,600
Come on.
employees, yeah. We're a little behind the scenes, but 1,600 employees. We've got 41 distribution centers across the country.
Really?
Yeah, we cover about 90% of the major metropolitan areas in the United States.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love doing this show. That's why I love the partners that Restaurant 365 has, is because you guys are making such a big impact on so many different restaurants and so many different markets, yet I've never even heard of you.
Sure.
But now you're here on the show, so now I'm going to go tell everybody. I'm going to go
All
talk
about
to
us.
Eric and find out, why don't we have Restaurant Technologies at our restaurant?
Yeah.
Tell us, how do you guys go through the sales process? I mean, how do people find out about you?
Sure, absolutely. You can get more information at our website. We're on all different social media handles. The biggest thing for us, honestly, is attending conferences like this,
Okay.
attending conferences for a lot of our national brands we work with, and just kind of boots on the ground, getting the word out. We've got local representation for sales in each of our distribution center markets. We've got national account management teams. So basically, we're just out there telling people about what we do and just growing organically that way.
Tell me about the local sales process.
Yeah, for sure. So we support mom and pop restaurants in a localized market, usually operators that have up to 15 units. Basically, our people cover an entire territory and can go door to door, meet through local networking groups and educate folks on what we do through Total Oil Management. And then if interested, sign folks up. We handle the entire process, so we're entirely vertical with the 1,600 employees that we have. So you'll always have a Restaurant Technologies employee that does your installation, delivers your product, fixes any wears and tears that happen along the way. So it's always somebody wearing the teal RT.
That's amazing. Bring me through the process. Like, just let's make up a restaurant.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
How many fryers at a typical restaurant?
Yeah, for sure.
Depending on the concept,
it's all about
obviously.
the concept,
Yeah,
man,
of
as you
course.
know. So it's all about the menu type. Chicken joints, you're gonna have 4-vat fryers out there, and then some folks, let's say, Mexican cuisine may only be frying chips. There's a benefit to our solution for anyone that has a fryer. And the process of that would look like we'd work with the operator themselves, go in, do a survey at a location to say, okay, here's where our tanks are going to go, here's how we're going to run the lines, digitize that, put it together in a nice little packet, show it to the owner and say, all right, this is what we're going to do in terms of installing the system. Usually about 30 days after that process, we're showing up. Show up early in the morning, start the process from the fryers, work our way out so we don't disrupt any of the prep work, anything the back of house staff is doing. And then ultimately we install in about 4 to 8 hours. Once it's done, we do a nice little training at the end because it's a new product. People don't know how to use it, so they want to know how, if they're getting something that's going to benefit them at the end of the day. We'll train all of your staff on site, and then we've got some back-end platform stuff. We have online training videos for troubleshootings. If you add new employees, people want to know how to use the system. That's one thing that we do with partners like R365, and what they're doing with their Expand Share platform is putting that educational information on there so people have it readily available. And then we also have in-house software that will actually monitor all of the usage you have on hand. So one of the key things to our operation is we'll have telemetry on both of the tanks. So at any time, I can pull up any of those 45,000 customers on my phone and see how much oil they have on hand.
Really?
So it's eyes and line of sight specifically to a product that classically you just waited for jugs to show up. You didn't know, and you're just relying on a delivery truck. We can actually see, and we leverage that information to have real-time routing. So once you get to, say, 25% or less of the product on hand, it'll automatically trigger an order. So we give you oil before you ever actually need it.
It's amazing.
At the same time, we're collecting the waste. There's a lot of benefits, too, in the background because we can see how usage varies from different locations, how much they're using versus one store compared to another, and say, hey, there may be some training recommendations because you could be getting rid of money too fast.
How many different types of oil do you guys have?
We've probably got, it's in the double digits. Different customers have different needs. Some have spec oils, some use generic soys, canolas, things like that. So we'll work with our customers to provide the best possible product.
What do you see people using the most of? Has there been a shift recently?
I'd say, classically it's the United States, so we've got soybean fields everywhere.
Yep.
You're going to see a lot of soy out there in the market. With the sustainability initiatives we've seen across the country, which is something that's very near and dear to Restaurant Technologies, is a lot of folks are trying to find products that are, one, health conscious and one, sustainable to the environment. So we see a lot of folks moving away from like palms that have some deforestation and negative impacts to the environment, and then moving to things that are more locally grown, a little bit less in terms of like inflammatory things that you'll actually consume. But I'd say soy is still the most popular product out there.
What gets you excited to wake up and do your job?
Man, I'll tell you, I started my career back when I was a teenager. I worked in a local grocery store, and I would change the fryer out every week, and hated doing it. Nobody wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Manual process, pain. You didn't want to get burned. And, time went on, worked for a couple different restaurants, went to college, and then found home at RT about 4 years ago. And having that firsthand experience and actually seeing the joy and appreciation it brings to people that are in the back of the house that don't have to do something that's been such a burden for such a long time, and those added benefits that bring more insights, more capabilities to folks who are running multi-units and even national brands, it helps me get up in the morning because we have great product at the end of the day and it makes people's lives better. And the cherry on top really is the sustainability we bring. So all the waste oil we're collecting, we take to our national partners and they recycle it and turn it into renewable biodiesel and even aviation fuel. And that eliminates a lot of plastics, packaging, and then recycles that classically was a waste product and turns it into something sustainable. So it just really keeps me up and, gets me going, helping people out and doing something good in the world.
That's awesome. Can you talk about the leadership at Restaurant Technologies?
Our CEO's been around for about 20 years, still leading the charge. We've got a lot of folks that have been with the company for a long time, been growing very organically for the last 25 or so years, and just looking for better ways to, wake up in the morning and say, what are our customers looking for? Like, where's the market headed? And what we've experienced in the last handful of years with rising costs and inflation and trying to retain labor and keep labor in the back of the house, it's really helped our story, and our leadership has really been front and center to drive that message and make sure we're benefiting as many restaurants as we can at the end of the day.
Do you have any mentors?
My older brother's 10 years older than me. He's been one of my biggest mentors. A lot of great individuals I work with at Restaurant Technologies have really guided me in my career and shown me, great ways to grow as a leader, grow as a career person, and just grow in the restaurant space and learn more.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things for me now obviously we still own Cali Barbecue. We love the restaurant business, but doing the media side is we get to have conversations with so many other amazing people that impact this industry that you just wouldn't think that those opportunities are there until you come to an event like this and you realize 45,000 restaurants is a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
That's a lot of employees, that's a lot of communities, a lot of impact that you're making on a daily basis. And as you grow and make that message more clear, you get more people that want to do business with you and partner with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you really said it, Shawn. It's how big this industry is, and if you're willing to network with people, to reach out with people. There's so many different ways and so many different messages you can learn from people and find leaders. And we have, one heck of a community in the restaurant industry. And I think that's what makes me so passionate about working in it.
Do you guys also service hotels?
We do, yeah.
Stadiums?
Yeah. So we service basically any segment that has a fried food program.
Wow.
From local mom and pops
So
to
America is good business.
America is a good business. It's a good place
we
to
had
be.
fried
sir.
chicken for breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah. Hotels.
Nashville fried chicken right here.
Yeah.
The
Colleges,
JW Marriott.
universities, hotels, convenience stores has been a very large
Growing.
trend that we've seen.
Yep.
Just adopting food programs as well as food programs where they have a niche where you've already got people coming in to get gas, and
Yep.
why not deliver a chicken sandwich at the end of the day? But yeah, we work from everything from large national chains that have 100,000 or tens of thousands of units down to single unit operators and everything in between.
That's awesome. If people want to connect with you, are you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn.
Full name?
Instagram, yeah, Dylan Bolden on LinkedIn. Email me, dbolden@rti-inc.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with Restaurant Technologies, so we're as many places as we can be.
That's awesome. And the videos? Where are the videos?
On our website, so rti-inc.com. You'll get a full rundown of all of our products, additional information, training videos, what we do, even recommendations, case
Awesome.
studies, all that good stuff.
Let's get those videos on YouTube too.
Absolutely, sir.
All right, we're going to work on that. If you guys
It's probably out there somewhere.
We're going to figure it out. If you guys want to connect with me, it's at Shawn P. Walchef, ShawnPWalchef, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, all the places. I'm weirdly available. We care about you. Please check out the Restaurant Transformation Tour events. They happen all over the country. Go to Restaurant 365 to learn more about it. As always, stay curious, get involved, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We'll catch you guys next week.